Be the change you seek in the world. Be the change you believe in. Give support to each boy and girl. Be the change you believe in. Stand up for the children. Stand up for the people. Stand up for each other. Lift up your voice, let it roll like thunder. Be the change you believe in. Where hate sleeps, truth never slumbers. Be the change you believe in. Stand up for the children. Stand up for the people. Stand up for each other. Let your truth shine like a beacon. Be the change you believe in. Fill your life, love, hope, and reason. Be the change you believe in. Stand up for the children. Stand up for the people. Stand up for each other. Organize at home, in the workplace. Be the change you believe in. Without fear of being replaced. Be the change you believe in. Stand up for the children. Stand up for the people. Stand up for each other. Stay on fire. Be good to yourself. Be the change you believe in. No more politics ahead. Well, be the change you believe in. Stand up for the children. Stand up for each other. Stand up for each other. When we all do better, we all do better. Be the change you believe in. Children of earth, standing together. Be the change you believe in. Stand up for the children. Stand up for the people. Stand up for each other. Take it out.
There you go.
Requests? Requests? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
What'd you say? 139. 139.
Good boy.
How does it start?
Now with the darkness vanished away, see the space fears and our dreamings right here to you in the light of this day. Gather us in the lost and forsaken. Gather us in the blind and the lame. Call to us all, and we shall awaken. We shall
like a fine day.
We are the young, our lives are a mystery. We hardly hope, who long for your face. We have been sown throughout all of history, called to be light to the whole human race. Gather us in the rich and the haughty. Gather us in the proud and the strong. Give us a heart so meek and so lowly. Give us the courage to enter the song. Here we will take the wine and the water. Here we will take the bread and the blood. Here we shall call your sons and your daughters, harvesters who do Give us to drink the wine of compassion. Give us to eat the bread that is youth. Never shall swell and sink us to passion. Lives that are holy and hearts that are true. Not in the dark of buildings confining, not in silence like years away, but here in this place the new light is shining. Here is the kingdom, now is the day. Gather us in and hold us forever. Gather us in and make us your home. Gather us in, all peoples together, for you of love in your flesh and your bones. Gather us in and hold us forever. Gather us in and make us your own. Gather us in, all peoples together, for you of love in our flesh and our bones. 161.
Angels of Montgomery speaking at this one, you know.
We do this better with Alan, actually.
Well,
Can you do the melody?
we'll do it fine.
What's the name of it?
I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were lightning, thunder was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, well, I had me a cowboy. Weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time. No matter how I try, the years just keep rolling by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Can't on the chorus. There's flies in the kitchen. I can hear them, they're buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
163.
What's the name of the song?
We shall overcome.
Okay.
It's that key of C.
Are we going to do all the verses?
I guess. Why not?
Let's do them.
We shall not be moved. I don't have it in this song
Oh
book.
no, you don't.
What chords
no,
is it in?
just goes straight through. You don't.
It's not in here.
It's not a chorus.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to just plow through this one. No choruses.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll walk day. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall walk in hand today. We're on to victory. We're on to victory. We're on to victory someday. Deep in my heart, I do believe we're on to victory someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we are not afraid today. You can't. Truth shall make us free. Truth shall make us free. Truth shall make us free someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe the truth shall make us free someday. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace. We shall live in peace today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall live in peace today. The Lord will see us through. The Lord will see us through. The Lord will see us through. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday.
115.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done this in a while. 115. Lord, I hope this stays good.
After that last one, we need this, Lord.
What's that?
I said, after that last one,
Didn't think that was good?
well, it's just forever.
Ah, where's my fingers? Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. And I'm not saying I'm a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you'd understand.
I don't need
Fortune and I don't need fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. But when you're planning just
how it will be,
plan a good day for me. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. You've been the king since dawn of time.
all that I'm
Asking is a little less crime.
It might be
Hard
hard
for the devil to do, but it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good.
Request? If we hurry up, we could do 2 more songs.
Oh, we got plenty.
33? Can we do 33?
33.
Oops.
We got a special
33
request for,
first.
it's not 33, yes, it's 28 in your books.
What is it?
28 then, okay.
Both sides now?
Well, that was,
No, it should be 28. I can't help but wonder where I'm at.
Who, I thought, wait a minute, he requested 38.
Well, he's
no,
got a
no,
different,
that's right, that's
he's
it.
got a different book for
That was the other version. We need new books, by the way.
We sure do.
If we're gonna have
We're
a
not talking about
congregation after this month, I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, we need to pony up some cash.
That's not right. Oh, no, I see what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out where I am here. I know, I'm transposing I shouldn't transpose.
Don't transpose, just play what's there.
It's a long and dusty road. It's a hot, heavy load. And the folks I meet ain't always kind. Some are bad, some are good. Some have done the best they could. Some have tried to ease my troubled mind. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. But I've been all around this land, just doing the best I can, trying to find what I was meant to do. And the faces that I see are as worried as can be, and it looks like they are wondering too.
And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound.
And I
Can't help but wonder where I'm bound.
Well, I had a little girl one time.
She had lips like sherry wine, and she loved me till my head went plumb insane.
But
But I was too blind to see she was drifting away from me. And one day she left on the morning train. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound.
I
Can't help but wonder where I'm bound.
Tony. Well, I had a buddy back home, but he started out to roam. And I hear he's out by the Frisco Bay. Sometimes when I've had a few, his old voice comes ringing through. And I'm going out to see him one fine day. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound.
I
Can't help but wonder where I'm bound.
If you see me passing by, and you sit and you wonder why, and you wish
that
you were a rambler too. Nail your shoes to the kitchen floor, lace them up and bar the door. Thank your stars for the roof that's over you. And I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound. No, I can't help but wonder where I'm bound, where I'm bound. Can't help but wonder where I'm bound.
Carol, you had a request. What, maybe it wasn't Carol. 107, okay. Sorry about that. Wrong person.
We don't have a Dixieland horn section. Darn it.
Well,
Well, you know, you guys all
I
could.
know.
When we get to
I
the-
know there's a lot of energy in this place
When we
today.
get to the
There's a
choruses.
lot of positive energy in here, so we're going to make this happen anyway.
Here's a suggestion.
Trust
When we
me.
get to the choruses, play your hands. Make it sound like horns.
I saw the light. I saw the light.
No more darkness,
No more night.
Now I'm so happy, no
Sorrow inside.
Praise the Lord.
I saw the light. Well, I wandered so aimless, life filled with sin.
I
Couldn't let my dear Savior in. And Jesus came like an angel in the night.
praise the Lord.
I saw the light. I saw the light. I saw the light. No more darkness. No more night. Now I'm so happy. No sorrow inside.
Praise the Lord.
I saw the light. Just like a blind man, I wandered alone. Worries and tears I claim for my own. Then like a blind man that God gave back his sight.
Praise the Lord.
I saw the light. I saw the light. I saw the light. No more darkness. No more night. I'm so happy. No sorrow inside.
Praise the Lord.
I saw the light. Tony. I was a fool to wander and stray, for straight is the gate, narrow the way. Now I have traded the wrong for the right.
Praise the Lord.
I saw the light. I saw the light.
I saw
the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside.
Praise the Lord.
I saw the light. I tell him. I saw the light. I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord. I saw the light. Blessed be.
Welcome to Walker Church, where our mission is to nurture
Spirituality, build caring community, and work courageously for peace, justice, and mercy.
Mary giving the.
Blessed be.
Oh, you. Oh. Got it.
Hello, my relatives. Welcome to this sacred place where we are here on the molten heart of Gaia, between the Southern Cross and Polaris, between the radiance of Sol and the reflected light of Luna. And always, always within this great mystery from which wells the ocean of discovery that washes at our footprints as we walk along the shore. I greet you, I honor you. I love the love behind your eyes. I love the place where we are all one. Namaste.
Namaste.
He found the order of service, which I don't need. What number? Okay, I got number 2. Let's go with number 2. When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. Being and non-being create each other. Difficult and easy support each other. Long and short define each other. High and low depend on each other. Before and after follow each other. Therefore, the master acts without doing anything and teaches without saying anything. Things arise, and she lets them come. Things disappear, and she lets them go. She has, but doesn't possess, acts, but doesn't expect. When her work is done, she forgets it. That's why it lasts forever. We'll have 5 minutes of silence and silent meditation, and then we'll be alerted by a noise. Of a musical kind. Yeah.
like to read a poem by Mary Oliver. And it's called Invitation. Oh, do you have time to linger for just a little while out of your busy and very important day? For the goldfinches that have gathered in a field of thistles, for a musical battle to see who can sing the highest note or the lowest, or the most expressive of mirth, or the most tender. Their strong, blunt beaks drink the air as they strive melodiously, not for your sake, not for mine, and not for the sake of winning, but for the sheer delight and gratitude, believe us, they say, is a serious thing. Just to be alive on this fresh morning in this broken world, I beg of you. Do not walk by without pausing to attend to this rather ridiculous performance. It could mean something. It could mean everything. It could be what Rilke meant when he wrote, "You must change your life."
Hi. Well, some announcements this morning, and then people will have their announcements. I just wanted to mention next Sunday, which is June 19th, which is Juneteenth, and is also Father's Day. There are Juneteenth festivities going on in the city. If you want to Google that, you can find out what's going on and attend that. Reverend Tyler Sitt will be speaking next week, and Mary Buckley will be leading the service, and Tony Wintersdorf is going to be singing a song that he wrote for his dad. Then on June 26th, I won't be here either. Emily Peabody is going to be speaking and leading the service, and Henry Holgert is singing a song for us, for you, for special music. Yeah. And choir the next 2 Saturdays, as far as I know, here. And then the grief group, we are finally beginning it on Monday, June 20th. Monday, June 20th, so not tomorrow. And that's at my house. And if we have more interest in it, we could move it here to the church. But so far, there are 3 of us. So we're starting the grief group. Other announcements.
Should I talk through my mask or what? Yeah, I guess.
You can take it. I forgot.
No, it's all right. So there's going to be another Walker Church social gathering. This one will be on Wednesday evening, June 22nd, so like a week from Wednesday. If I thought to try to switch to some different nights because maybe not everybody can come on Friday night. The problem is I don't know if I can have church space or not. And I don't have access to the church email, weekly email. So I have a few people on my email list. This is open to anybody. I wish more people would come because I think it's an important thing for Walker Church just to have some social time. And, we haven't seen each other for a long time. How are you? What's been going on in the last 2.5 years or whatever it's been? And, maybe play some music. So that's my only agenda. So I hope more people come. If you are interested, please get in touch with me. But we have a date. It'll be 7 p.m., June 22nd, which is a Wednesday.
Thank you. Other announcements? Oh. Okay. Okay, Diane knows the definitive answer, I hope. We'll see.
Well, I picked this off of Nick Connell's webpage, so presumably that's the correct. Okay, we're talking about Cody Connell's celebration of life, because he died this past week. And they're going to hold kind of a picnic on the 24th of this month, and at Waban Picnic Grounds over in Minnehaha Park. And I don't recall the time, but if you go out on Nick's Facebook page, I think you can find it there. I keep thinking it's like 4 in the afternoon, but it might be 2. Sorry about that.
Okay. Other announcements? Did everybody get that message? All right. Then I think we're ready for the scripture and the sermon, the scripture, followed by the sermon called the Grasping the Big Mysterious, right? Okay.
This one's working, right? Okay, good. Does this one work? I'll use this one because it's got a little mask on it. Here we go. All right, the reading this morning is from Proverbs chapter 8. Does not wisdom call, and does not understanding raise her voice? On the heights, beside the way, at the crossroads, she takes her stand. Beside the gates in front of the town, at the entrance of the portals, she cries out. To you, O people, I call, and my cry is to all that live. God created me at the beginning of their work, the first of their acts of long ago. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no springs abounding with water. Before the mountains had been shaped, before the hills, I was brought forth. When they had not yet made earth and fields, or the world's first bits of soil. When they established the heavens, I was there. When they drew a circle on the face of the deep. When they made firm the skies above, when they established the fountains of the deep. When they assigned to the sea its limit, so that the waters might not transgress their command. When they marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was beside God, like a master worker. And I was daily God's delight, rejoicing before them always. Rejoicing in God's inhabited world and delighting in the human race.
Is it right here? Okay, first of all, I want you all to know that that was the lectionary reading. So we're in tune with the world of the lectionary, and because today is Trinity Sunday. And then I have a little update on Cody Connell's celebration of life, which is on Thursday, June 23rd at 4 p.m. at Waban picnic area, Pavilion F. Okay. Okay, the wise man, the master. The master teaches by not saying anything. But that's not me. I've been telling people that I don't have a plan for this sermon today, and that's not strictly true. Actually, I have about 8 plans for it. So this might be a little scattershot, as Conrad once was criticizing one of my sermons. He says, it was a little scattershot. And I'm like, you say like that's a bad thing. Okay, so this is, I'll begin with the 2 things that happen. The 2 ways it can go. There's 2 things that happen. There's 2 ways that it can go. One is you get on a roll and everything goes right. Everything that's right happens. And if something else happens, that's right too. You can't lose and you just keep breathing. And there's nothing better to do than to take that next sweet breath and to eat that burger that's right in front of you. There's nothing you'd rather eat. And you're not thinking about the dessert or the next burger you want to eat or about the French fries. You're thinking about the one you're eating now, and when you're finished with it, that's okay. You've eaten it. And there's that next breath to be taken, and that's what you want to do. And you stand up and do the next thing, whatever that is, and you smile at someone, and they smile back at you. The other thing that happens, the other way that it is you get so buried in that thing in front of your nose, so full of your can't miss, here I am, watch out self, that you don't know what's going on. You don't know what you're doing really. You don't really care about that person you're smiling at, the whole bloody universe around you, you don't care. And you miss things, and things miss you. And everything gets hurt, and everything goes wrong. The difference between the 2 ways it goes is just a little smidgen, just a little tiny what? It took me years and years to figure out that, to begin to learn that I have a slow brain. A slow brain. It's a really good brain, but it's slow. For years I disguised this condition, even to myself, as indifference. But evidence accumulated, and it was like my inability to pass a typing test. I can't type. I think I reached 40 words a minute once, and that was, and other people, zipping out, and I can't do that. I can't do that, and but I can produce documents pretty quickly. This is I think why I was one of the smart kids in school, but I was also one of the stupid kids, and that's especially in the second and third grades, 3rd and 4th grades, when everything was really time oriented and a lot of the learning was doing things fast and under pressure. And I was one of the dumb kids that year. I was really awful. And then later I got things with people with a different pedagogy, and I was one of the smart kids then. I was second in the class. I was second in GPA, consistently second. I could never catch Melanie Zanin. And so one day they listed the results of the GPA, everybody ranked, and I was looking at it, and my old buddy John from second and third and fourth grade, that kind of kept in touch with, but I was one of the smart kids now, so I wasn't real close in touch with him. But we were standing there looking at the thing, and I said, dang it, I couldn't catch Melanie's then and again. And John says to me, yeah, I'm last. It was a tie for last, but his name begins with a V, so he was last on the list. But he was my friend. Made me feel a little awkward. Okay. So I am a passionate Taoist. I love the Tao. I read the Tao, and it's all about seeking inaction, letting yourself not be bewildered by the things of the world and by and I really dig all that stuff. But at the same time, I really want cool things. I want things to be cool. Unattachment. I understand why unattachment is important, but I really want to be attached. I think the coolest thing is when you get somebody who's really passionate about something, and passionate about especially something that you don't know, and they help you to be passionate about a new thing, one more thing to be passionate about. That's about the coolest thing there is. And the great thing about the Tao is that's okay. The Tao includes that. The Tao includes all the passion. And when you read about it, it seems like it's all about not being passionate. But passion is part of the Tao. And it's part of enlightenment. To me, the holiest thing there is awareness. Life is holy, life is really cool, but what's even a step better is awareness, when life is aware of itself, and when all of us are aware of our millions of different infinite universes within us, and the earth is aware of itself. I had this experience the other day out walking Max. Come to the creek, and you can see in this creek, the creek is kind of glimmering in the sun, that glint. And that's like the creek's awareness of itself. Awareness is the coolest thing to me. So, when we were in Florida, Mary was painting a picture, and she had somebody helping. A local artist was talking with her and helping her paint the picture, and they got first we had just been to the art store, and you go to the art store, and there are all these tubes of paint. Jillions and jillions of colors, different colors of paint. And Mary has a bunch of the tubes, but she doesn't have them all. And I think she kind of wants them all. Who wouldn't? But so they're at home, but Mary still has a whole bunch of paint. She's got a whole bunch of tubes of paint, and they're talking about this. And even with all these tubes of paint, they still have to mix them up to get the right color, because they're looking for the right color, the color that's there. And even it's because it's infinite. There's an infinite number of colors, and this is what the artist is up against. There's an infinite number of colors, and you have to mix it up till you get that one color. And of course, the color changes from day to day. And of course, once you get the color, there's line and all these other things that those people know about. It's all infinite. And that's what art is. Art is an attempt to get our finite stuff together enough to make a resemblance to the infinite. And it's never gonna be exact. It's always just gonna be a resemblance. It's just gonna be a metaphor. It's a story. This is how we approximate the infinite, by telling stories, by making up metaphors, and it's so cool. And by sharing the different kinds of awareness that we all have. And religion is another kind of attempt to meet the infinite, to approximate the infinite. And one place people get really messed up is when they forget that it's an approximation. They think because when you get something good, you think you've got it. You've got the thing, but it's only an approximation. And if you start saying that's the real thing, then you're shutting everybody out. So that's the problem. I'm going to sing a song, and then ask. I will. And I'm really excited about. I'm going to throw it open to if anybody has comments or questions. You guys talk. Yeah, because I don't think I completely solved the problem. And if you all don't talk enough, I will go start doing Plan B, and you don't want to go there. Sometimes I look into the stars, and it makes me feel so small. Then I look at budding flowers and feel big and clumsy after all. Some say this world belongs to humankind. Some say we are in charge. And though we ourselves are very small, at least our ignorance is large. Stick that stirs this pile of bones, tell me where the man has gone. Whoa, 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 ignorance is large. Head is north, hand is south. We are the voice, but who's the mouth? Oh, whoa, 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 ignorance is large. Hear me, seekers, ignorance is large. Hear me, preachers, ignorance is large. Leafy green, catch the sun, make the mighty engines run. Oh, whoa, 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 ignorance is large. Talking about petroleum there. Something, something, forgot the words. Oh, whoa, 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 ignorance is large. Hear me, teachers, ignorance is large. We are small, but our ignorance is so large. I'm in awe of those true believers who yet steadfastly maintain that chance and mechanistic law are the root of everything. Who can conceive themselves as finite and think that all is so. But one thing we know is boundless, and that is what we do not know. Sun and moon, sea and earth, getting on, giving birth. Oh, whoa, 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 ignorance is large. A billion souls beneath the sky, each one thinks itself is I. Oh, whoa, 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 ignorance is large. Hear me, creatures, ignorance is large. We are small, but our ignorance is so large. Do you want to run around with the microphone if you like?
It was a great sermon. We have a comment here.
The infinity argument that you make, Howard, helps me with those times when I am stumbled because I'm trying to be a perfectionist, possibly with the lesson plan, many times with the lesson plan, sometimes with just an argument that I'm making, and it helps me go from the binary perfect or not perfect to the infinity of possibilities.
Mm-hmm. Comments? Questions? Sally?
I loved your dichotomy of different, I'm not sure what you called them, but you know, the everything's going right versus the everything's going down the tube, and you're unaware of anything else but yourself, probably. I love that dichotomy. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sure all of us have experienced both of those. And then, what was the final question that you brought up at the end there?
Oh, the final question. Does anybody remember the students? Does anybody remember the final question? I don't know what you're talking about. What is
The one that Kent wanted resolved.
Solve.
you can't, but you can only approximate the infinite because we're finite. It's frustrating.
Wait a minute. What about those people who can see themselves as finite?
No one can hear you. Okay, wait.
They're happier than we are.
Wait till you have the microphone.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, you were just talking about like the ignorance is large and the knowledge is small, I guess. So yeah, it just brought to mind for me like, so how are my emotions associated with those ideas? I guess sometimes for me, ignorance feels not good, scary, or makes me question my worth or value. And then sometimes it feels like a relief, like, oh, or like the wonder comes up, like, that's amazing, like so much stuff, I don't know. But it kind of depends on when I'm thinking like that, and, sometimes for me, when I feel ignorant and it doesn't feel good, then I do kind of, or I'm in this moment, I'm thinking, okay, I guess there is like, you can know something. You can always know something, like I know that I'm in this chair and, so anyway, that's it.
Yeah, I would say that just because ignorance is large does not mean that knowledge is small. It depends on how you look at it, but knowledge is very large too.
Have you been waving your hand for? Sorry.
I liked your sermon, Howard, and I really liked your song. And I think that there's a real power for me in getting to a frequent place I get in my life when I don't know what I'm doing, what's my purpose. And there's just a real freedom in not knowing. And that's on a personal level that I have experienced that frequently.
I'm one of the crowd then that does appreciate your sermon. The diamond in the oyster here, I think, Howard, is that you are willing to examine, to expound, and to enlighten us. And if we all did that, then we'd vote better. We'd understand our neighbor better. We'd be an asset to the community. So, thank you. Yeah.
I really liked that part about, that first part you read about eating the hamburger and stuff. I don't eat hamburgers, but I was imagining just that, walking through that, just staying in the moment like that. That was really nice.
I have a whole other sermon on the spirituality of hamburgers, if you ever want that one.
You missed my point.
What, did I?
I just want to say that a lot of people think that science and technology is going to solve everything, but all the best scientists know that ignorance is large and have a certain amount of humility about what they do know.
Yeah, science people are great fans of that song, a lot of them.
Yeah, and also I want to say this. I didn't realize you were a slow thinker, because I know you like things that are cool because your songs are cool. But I thought cool people were fast thinkers, so that's a conundrum for me.
Your comments were very helpful to me, because they helped me to remember when I'm having an argument with somebody that probably neither one of us are right.
Wow, profound. I just want to say that, I don't know if there really is one sole purpose for any of us on earth. I'm convinced there's lots of purposes for us on earth. And every day is a new purpose, because we are meant to be vessels of God, and we don't know what God's got for us to do every day until we get up and let God kind of help direct us, right? Don't you guys agree? I don't know, just something I was thinking.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, a quick one.
Only I'm about to forget what it was I was going to say. Sometimes the most difficult things to learn in life, if you're ever feeling inadequate, are the simplest.
Thank you. I want to comment to a comment. Linda, what is your daughter's name? I forget. Maria. Yes. I think we can be like that, where we have different purposes and we're our own selves. My daughter said to me once, she had her own truth. And I was under the mindset, isn't there somewhere ultimately one truth? And then we talked, and then it dawned on me, that it just made sense how she could have her truth and how we are in somewhat similar, or maybe even the same, but in many respects different than our own selves, our own being.
If there is one truth, we don't know what it is, so that leaves us in basically the same predicament as having lots of truth.
This is deep. This is getting deep. Circular.
I just think it's funny that Howard and I are often very different, and I want him to hurry up and think. And that kind of argument usually mostly happens in the car.
Yeah, I'd just like to say I like the fact that you ended with the song and that you mentioned Mary's painting, because I think I've gone through much of my life thinking art was some sort of very unimportant thing off on the sidelines, and I don't think it is anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm over.
Amen.
Okay. Quick comment here. I couldn't get my computer to work this morning. I couldn't get my phone to work this morning. On the way here, I told Wally, I want to go back to caveman days where there was no technology and resolve our problems differently. But of course, I like fire, so I'm glad that they discovered fire.
Fire's a good one.
There are many, many things I don't want to give up. But I really liked what you said about feeling or being stupid and being smart, because I felt really stupid today when I couldn't get anything to work, and I was so determined I was going to resolve it before I left the house and almost made us late to church. But there's just days where you feel really stupid, but there's also days where you feel really smart, so thank you for that.
Wait, there was one over here. What? Yeah, Carl.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, I was. I like the Taoist thinking too, and I just been looking at that over several years, and at one point in one of my prior lives, I was actually studying Oriental, medicine for about 3 years, and of course it's all about the yin, the yang, the balance, right? And I'm looking, I've always been intrigued by the symbol, which I now see on the table there. It's like, yeah, it's black and white, which seems to me like boom, boom. But I love that because it's like nowhere within that black and white is there anywhere an absolute black or white. There's always some gradation because of that, the way it's shaped. You can never find anywhere within there that there's any kind of absolute black or white. And to me, that's just how everything in my world seems to work that way. And even within the white, there's black. Within the black, there's white. It's just, I just have to get out of that mind frame of thinking that, there's always something I don't know. Because there's always this gradation, right? So, I'm thinking a lot about that. Your sermon, your song, everything is just kind of hitting me today, once again. So I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Okay, one last. Mary gets the last word. Is that okay, Howard?
I'm not gonna. No comment. I have no comment on that remark.
I'm thinking about what you said, Sally.
I too had a morning I thought I had it all together. And holding the door open for Howard to get out with the guitar, something bumps and I have coffee all over me. Go change. Then I don't have my key. Look all over the key. Then blah, blah, blah. And then Howard is sitting in the passenger seat. I said, make sure I don't have my key there from last night. No. Okay, so we come here. I forgot my mask. I go back to the car and see my key on the front seat, but the dark car is open, so I could get it. And I'm thinking, Sally, the answer to those times of feeling stupid and things are out of control and our ignorance is bigger and bigger and we're trying to define ourselves and feel good about ourselves at the same time, and that is very difficult, is to always remember it must be Mercury is in retrograde.
Hey, it's Mercury is in retrograde. All right, thank you very much, Howard. Ask Nancy Garenbeck Miller and Janet to come up for special music. So I think if we stand up here,
So
we'll just kind of
sing it right here. Okay.
I think that'll work.
You ready? Start your F.
What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this that caused the Lord of bliss to bear the dreadful curse for my soul, for my soul. To bear the dreadful curse for my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down beneath God's righteous frown, Christ laid aside his crown for my soul, for my soul. Christ laid aside his crown for my soul. To God and to the Lamb I will sing, I will sing. To God and to the Lamb I will sing. To God and to the Lamb, who is the great I am, while millions join the theme, I will sing, I will sing. While millions join the theme, I will sing. And when from death I'm free, I'll sing on, I'll sing on. And when from death I'm free, I'll sing on. And when from death I'm free, I'll sing and joyful be. Throughout eternity, I'll sing on, I'll sing on. Throughout eternity, I'll sing on.
All right, thank you, thank you. I guess that was one of the stories that we're trying to approximate the big mysterious. It's one of the stories that I've personally rejected, but I sang it anyway. Okay, let's get in a circle. Thank you. All right, well, as we get in a circle, I'm going to start walking around asking for joys and concerns, and this time I'm going to freak you all out by going this direction.
I have the joy that my nephew Joe had his first child born yesterday, John Thomas Buckley, 2 weeks early at 8.5 pounds. I mean, he's a big baby.
Yeah, nice seeing you. I am still working, maybe not much longer. I would be amiss if I didn't say I am looking for gigs. Some of you I've gigged with professionally. Conrad and Steve Miller's gotten me gigs. If you know parties, I give Walker people a really good deal, but it might help me quit my day job. And I got some new music. Someday I may play Rest in Peace, George Floyd. I played it at the pianos on the IDS Center. And this black guy came up and said, well, that's kind of a late song, but maybe I'll sing it for you and you can tell me if it's too late to sing Rest in Peace, George Floyd.
Thank you. Got any Zoom? Okay.
Yeah, I have a joy and a concern.
Yeah, I know.
The concern is my son has put some distance between me and him. I don't think he's angry with me.
Okay.
He turned 33 and he feels like he feels disappointed. He's not excited to celebrate his birthday. And I think my job is just to be there, but he's not returning calls, so that's my concern.
Some of you know this, but we had to put our long time friend Jeannie, our dog, down this week. And it's been sad and also very connecting with other family members. So for that, we're very grateful.
So I know there's been two times and dates thrown out there for Cody's funeral. I have a second location for it, and I won't say that's the final decision, but the one that the musicians have been throwing around is at Bethlehem Covenant Church, just to let you know. So maybe let's look into it a little further.
Yeah, we need.
Maybe so. Thursday night.
Well, what Kent said made Steve say something which reminded me that I'm supposed to announce that I'm playing on Friday at Galapagos on Lake Street from 7 to 9 with Van Nixon. So if you all are looking for something free to do, there's a little space to dance and stuff like that. Should be fun. Yeah, Van and I are, just doing a duo, so, yeah.
All right, thank you.
My joy was that I finally got to go to Northern Spark again last night for the first time in a few years, and to go through the night with other people experiencing art and greeting the dawn together by the river with people doing sacred dance for the river was just very healing.
Nice.
Well, I have an assortment of things I need prayer for. So, just if you pray for me, God will know what it is I need. I would really appreciate that. But I'm also wanting to mention a huge joy here with my mommy, and that's such a blessing. And I'm so glad to be here with all of you guys as well.
Thank you.
On Friday, my grandnephew Ethan graduated from high school, but he was taking classes at a community college while he was in high school, so he already has his associate's degree. So he's off to college in the fall.
So this morning at 7 a.m., our family got to watch a live stream of the International School of Kiev, because my nephew Emmett graduated from high school from the International School in Kiev, and they have been, displaced, all over the place, these students, in the last, since January, I think. So for those students that were able to try to get somewhere in person, they got together in Slovakia. And so from Bratislava, they had this graduation ceremony. And there were quite a few students, like from Ukraine and, other international students. And it was, don't really have words for it. It was amazing. So.
I'm just going to say this. I think that there's a need for someone to take over the Walker Church email. I don't know if that's my place to say that or not, but I'm hearing these announcements, and there's no, unified way to communicate these things. So, like the memorial service and so forth. So, if anybody would like. Okay, so we have somebody now? Okay, because it didn't come out last week, so, okay, great.
Okay, it's time for singing Happy Birthday. Did anybody else have a birthday? Join me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you.
That was really thrilling. Thank you. The big 7-0. We are going to close with a. Oh, yeah, I guess we have to. We're supposed to sneak up with this, but. Thanks. We're singing it through altogether.
Yeah.
Farewell, my friends, I'm bound for Canaan. I'm traveling through the wilderness. Your company has been delightful. You do not leave my mind distressed. I go away behind to leave you, perhaps never to meet again. But if we never have the pleasure, I hope we meet in Canaan's land. Farewell, my friends, I'm bound for Canaan. I'm traveling through the wilderness. Your company has been delightful. You do not leave my mind distressed. I go away behind to leave you, perhaps never to meet again. But if we never have the pleasure, I hope we meet in Canaan's land. a pleasure. I hope we meet in Canaan's land.
Shalom.